this. Yeah, I never finished it. I got to put the little marks on it, all the little details. So I'm doing that, and then I've got this that I decided to cut in half because it was exactly made two ATC cards. And then this was the watercolor I did the other day, and this is the second one that I did the other day. And if I get to these, you know, then I have all more details and doodads and marks to put on those. Let's see if I can get these finished. They've been hanging around forever. And I'm going to use whatever I need to use. I got a little tiny kit out for watercolor just in case. I don't think I will, but mostly I think I'm going to use acrylic paint pens, especially on this. And I finally got my Dorland's wax. This is a way to protect watercolors if they're not going to be framed. All right, you take wax, this wax, and a soft cloth, and you rub it in, and it doesn't destroy the artwork, it protects it. Okay? So, I may try one, and this will be a good one to try because I actually like the way it turned out, but it was so ugly, and I was just sitting there ruining all these guys. I love these. I like every one of these. All right? I like doing these so much. I like the way they look when they're finished. I like doing them. Now I have to find me, on here so that I can watch and make sure I have everything centered.
If it weren't for their size, a water buffalo could totally be the...
A water buffalo, huh? Yeah, okay. I have to switch profiles. And then go to lives. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, am I live or am I not? Is or is I not? I guess I have to go search me out. Live. Let me find the search. I can't find the search. What is going on here? Home. There's the live. All right. Let me do the search first. Well, I guess I'm not live because I can't find me. Try again. Well, this is just strange. Thought I was. Maybe I have to hit a button or something. Nope, says I'm live. Well, that's just really odd. It's not showing me here. Live? No. No. Well, I can't worry about it. It's the only way I can tell if I get cut off. Gosh, I'm sorry. I am live. It says I am. Do. There's no delay, though. There's no delay. Hang on. Oh, let's see what this says here. Oh, it's live. I got this all straightened out, nice and centered, and now it's doing weird things. Oh, heck with it. I'm going to try this again. Jeez. Well, it's telling me I am not live. Live. Good grief. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I'm on my other account. Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know, and I won't know if I go off either. I'll just have to keep checking. All right, the first thing I want to do is get my glasses out of the way. I want to get this, and I want to get... Where'd it go? All right, you guys go up here. Do not fall over. Don't. So I can pull these out. Okay. Now my question is, where did my pen go? Yeah, there he is. He's getting low. You know what I'm going to do? I think what I'm going to do is I want to do some dots here. I'm kind of hoping this has got some of the... Do I want to put pink there or any other color? I don't have a decent red, really. Let's check what we've got here. Okay. Don't want that one. Let's see if this will do. This is too close to that. I don't want to do white. It's just too much white here. I'm going to do some of a polka dot pattern in here. But I don't know what I want to do. And I want to use one of these. And well, no, I don't want to do that. Hey, let's see. How about the yellow? It's actually gold. That might work because I don't have any and I wanted some. Ooh, that'll work. Okay. All right. So how am I going to do this? I guess the best thing to do is to start right down this line and then follow it from there. Okay? And I'm going to do them not too small. Yeah. This'll work. These guys put some good shimmer in these things. Sometimes they don't have enough. I bought this set and this set at the same time. But these ARs, they're glitter. Oh, whoa, I got lucky there. Hang on. I've got to lift myself up here. I got to put myself down to lift myself up. I'm so short everywhere that no chairs fit me, no matter how hard I try. Okay. I wish I could see, but I know it's fairly centered. Because I centered it. That one's not going to show, but this one will. Let's get a little more, oops, a little more flow out of him. There we go, that's better. A little bit more. I'm just running out of glitter. You kind of have to keep it moving. Just think about it, it's inside liquid. And the glitter is going to be definitely heavier than any of the pigments in there. If there is any in this one. The pigment may all be in the glitter. I don't know. But that's not going to show all that much. This one will. Yes, I shake it away from me and my art. Not from me so much, but the art. But yeah, me too. I don't want it all over my Cheshire Cat shirt. Where are you? Yeah, that would be good. I think they're going to kind of like disappear in here. Let's fake it a little bit. Just keep it moving inside. This one could use a little more too. And then we've got this one. And we'll have one last line right here. Right on that heavier black border. I'll have to touch that up with black later. Because see, this has a ring around him. So he's definitely going to not go into that black right there. I like how this turned out. I should have taken a picture of it before I started to fix it. It was sitting in this book bugging me because it was so ugly. I left it alone at the ugly stage. I can't even tell, guys, if there's somebody visiting, and I'm sorry. Because for some reason, my other phone wouldn't turn into the live. And this better be live because well, I guess it's no big deal. I've got the earlier videos. And they will work, but this is the finish, and it's nice to have a complete video of the whole process. There actually is a border here. It's kind of gray, and I just realized that's okay, I'll touch it up. I was staying away from it up here. No, I went over it up here. But that's because I confused myself. The gray, it's a gunmetal gray, and it goes from here to here, okay? And then the white line switches over. So I did okay here. But I gotta fix those. It's okay. I needed to draw today. That one ain't gonna show. This one is. In full. Boy, almost messed that up. And then down here. Now, and then I think I'm just gonna fake this one in here. And this one in here. They're close enough for horseshoes. I'm going to have to touch up, but that's all right. Actually, no. Well, I think I will. All right, this one. Oh, I've got a lot of medium coming out and no color. It's too bad they wouldn't stay as shiny as they do when you put them on. Ooh. This is nice because it kind of does look yellow, but it also blends with this. So I'm glad. I just didn't want to do white. White was all wrong. It was too much white. And I did want to get some more shiny things on here. Because the gunmetal is... Ooh, I got to touch that black up. The gunmetal is a metallic, and that's partially metallic, and these are metallic. These are all slightly metallic. Okay. I thought I'm not going to use metallic pens or paint, and here I am. I like shiny things, you know. Now, I want to go around him in a circle, but what color do I want to put on him? Let me try again and see if I can get in here. What is going on? All right, let's go to me on here. It's telling me I'm not live. I'm telling you, that's what it's telling me. I don't know. Am I possibly on YouTube? I've done it before. All right, it's that curiosity. Let's go see. Oh my God, am I? Oh my God, yeah. I don't know how I did that, but there I am. Sorry, guys. That's funny. Okay. Oh, I got it good and centered though, didn't I? These are okay. I don't think I'll do much here. I have to think about it. I'll tell you what I do need though, and I don't know where I put them. Let me see. I'm going to touch this little guy up right here. There. And that's the black. Let me just do it real quickly here and see. Yeah, that looks better. Interesting. Like little blue chips on there. I don't care. I'm going to leave those the way they are. I don't like what this is. And I don't want to have to dig that pen out while I'm live. Let me see if I can just touch it up with, just to cover up that little white speck. Where did I go? Where is he? Where is he? No, that's, oh my God, what color is that? Interesting. Where are you? Get back in here. That's very odd. Okay. What I want, let's try this. I should get that out. That's what I should do. But this will do it. This will do it just good enough to kind of hide it. I'll bring this all the way down. It won't be visible that way. Oh, those aren't really dry yet. Okay, this was it. He's too light. But you know what I mean? Do I kind of like that? I may do that down one side. That gives it a little bit more interest there. Here we go. Where'd I go? He's on the outside. Right? Yeah, he's on the other side. Okay. Oh, shoot. I did a sloppy job on this for some reason, and I didn't notice it until I'm in here drawing this gray. And this pen doesn't seem to want to float very well. But see, he's drawing darker than he is, or than he paints. That's acrylics, they do that. That's why they're just such a pain in the butt to fix errors, is because they, it's hard to match them. It's just a slight difference, and when it gets down to that little of a difference, it's annoying. All right, now I think I'm going to have to let those dry a little bit more. Let me pick some other colors. I keep smelling melting wax. That is the oddest aroma. And I think it's coming. I hope it's not coming from I think it's coming from this phone. It does that every once in a while. It emits that strange smell. It's an old phone, this here. Probably, burning up inside. Dying a noble death. Let me think. What do you want to do here, kiddo? All right, so here's well, no, I don't want that. That's like a dark green. I do have this. These are actually dual colored, supposedly. I've yet to actually see them do that, to be honest with you. All right, I can't. The only one I've ever seen do that is that blue. So this is that weird color, and here's that turquoise that I want. There. Do I want the? I've got the yellow out, or the gold. I'm going to put him back. And I don't want to do too much. I think these guys could use, I know you could use something. You? Okay, this is definitely red, and I had these. There. I'm a little crooked. It's okay. You can't see it. There. I was catching up on my Strange New Worlds last night. And I love Anson Mount. I think he's so handsome. I liked him in, what was that name of that Western? Can't remember now. Really liked him in that. I want to fix this. This is a little wonky, and I don't like wonky. There. I still smell it. Whatever it is, it's odd. Oh, well, I'm not going to do that. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Did I bring him all the way down? I think I did. Let's do it now. There. This is really weird here. I don't know how I got so... Oh, I know what I was doing. As I went down, I was thinning them down. But as I went back in with the gunmetal and stuff, I forgot I did that, and I guess I was trying to make them even up, and they weren't going to do it. That's why they're so wonky. Why am I using the word wonky all of a sudden? Yeah, I have to do it. And the reason why is it doesn't look finished. Excuse me. I did an X marks the spot because I keep moving around, not paying any attention. So that's the center, all right? That way. Right here, okay. We'll do this very thin if we could get away with it. Right. And I'm going to fix this. Okay. Are these dry enough? Not really. They're kind of sticky. I'm going to have to be very, very careful. And I also want to even this up a little bit. This is kind of a little wacky too. Wonky, wacky. Oh, shoot. Now I'm going to have to touch that up with white. Also, that's kind of... Oh, that makes me mad. I have to go back in there, and that means I'll have to go back with the white, then back in with the black again. And we'll be lucky enough to have that white even itself out. Okay. There. That's a little more... Yeah, I was thinking I don't have to put a black on everything, but it doesn't look right if I don't. And there's something weird here, too, so... I would like to have left that thinner, but... I think I smeared that just before I quit last time, and I forgot. So while we're at it, I have to be very careful because I'm going to do this with my hand raised. But I only have to do it where the gold dots are. But I want this to appear to have a black, well it does, have a black border around it there. And then this one too. They would cover up the dots. I think that's all right. No, no, not yet. This. Oh, God, I smeared it. Shoot. See, you get too big of a hurry. Not everything dries as fast as these acrylic paint pens do. And I do not have a peach, but what color is that? Which color is that? I think that's 138. Where are you? Let's do this. These are great. These are Languo, Languo. They're very pastel. I just saw it, and oh, what the... That's still wet? Good grief, what's going on here? This is Arizona. Don't you know everything dries the minute you just look at it cross-eyed here? Damn, I'm going to have to go back over with red now. That was sloppy. All of it. Have to do it all over again. Might as well sit back in here and have a sip of coffee. Dr. Idris or Eldris, hello. Thank you for stopping by. These are my little graphic abstracts that I do in this book. And I loved them all. See, this is number 1 because I hated this one so much I wouldn't even get it a number. And I hated it. And I thought, like, why can't you go back in and redraw it? It's the same basic, not really. I've changed the design quite a bit. But I started with the design and just went from there. I didn't like the colors. I didn't like the layout. I didn't like any part of it. So I changed it. And it's okay now. It's not my favorite, but I'll give it an A number or Z or something. But I love doing these, and I only get to do them every once in a while. And I enjoy it. But this guy, I'm sorry, he's got to be finished. He's been sitting here waiting for me to do that. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Let me see if anything else is wet to the touch. How are you? How are you? No, that's good. That's just sticky. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to come in closer here, out here, and that's a little bit better circle, and I just screwed it up. Boy, this pen is just really flowing all of a sudden. There. Oh, that was gold. Actually, I could do that a little bit better. Now he's done. And I'm going to put a little off. Oh, you're not going to. There we go. I'm going to put a little off kilter circle in here. Now it looks like an eyeball. This is that color right there, I think. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. It's, yes. Yeah, it is. It is, because it's not this color. That's the color I thought it was. But it's not coming out that way. Oh, these don't have that. Let me see. No, it's not. It's coming out green. That's flat. That's why it's not the same pen. But I will fix it because I'll go in and put a little dot of the gold in there. Now, I've got a lot of white in here. I don't think I need any. I'm trying to decide whether I want to put my, okay, see this? This is that black and white kind of striped road there. I don't know what else to call it. I kind of put that in everything. I like it. It's part of the graphic look. And I've got it on all of these. It kind of makes them like a match set. I will scan these. And then these are small. So if I want to use them on shop on my store, PopArtDiva Gift Gallery, I sell my designs on all sorts of things there. Yeah, t-shirts and cups and all the normal stuff, but there's also tablecloths and duvet covers and pillowcases and sheets and shower curtains, and so if you're doing a design, it's got to be big enough to accommodate those, and these are not. I don't care even if I scan these at 4400. What I will do is I'll take them into Photoshop and I will run them through some special filters and that will blow them up and keep them clean. You can't do vector. It's not, you know, vector art doesn't accommodate graduated tones, colors, flat colors, yes, but no. It's not good for this type of work. It's good for graphics, you know, type and flat blocks of color, and, you know, unless things have changed. And I haven't heard anything. That'd be a miracle, but wouldn't that be nice? You could draw that tiny and blow it up into a billboard. God, that'd be great. Now, I'm waiting for anything else to dry here before I smear something else and screw it up. How many times can I go over this? I have no idea how many layers of paint. Oh my God, I had to go mess it up again. This is going to be one of those days, isn't it? I think I knew that this morning when I woke up. I'm just going to go in here and this is actually more pink than it is peach, but that's all right. That's kind of interesting, but I don't want to leave it that way on this one. I would on a regular painting. You're just a little devil. You are not accommodating me today. I have to lift my pencil up a little higher, and I'm not used to that. Trying to keep these somewhat of the same width. This is going to be interesting. Wish me luck. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's neat, though. That's kind of neat. I'd never be lucky enough to be able to repeat that on the whole thing. The red bled into it, which is, it's really cool looking, but I'm not going to even try to repeat that. I'll just touch that up again, and especially you little dots. Oh, Terry, wait for things to dry. What is wrong with me today? And these are ugly. I wonder if I could, let me see if my pen is cool. Probably isn't. Actually, my God, it is. Oh, I didn't want to make him quite that small. There. Oh, that looks better. I don't know why, but those were bothering me. They weren't very circular. And this is not loose work, okay? I mean, not, you know, it's hand-drawn, and I'm not using any, except for the circles. I always use templates on circles if I can, because I'm lousy at circles. I mean, lousy. There, that's a little better. All right. Just leave that alone for 5 minutes. What shall I? Oh, no, there's too much black on here. That's what I would like to. Ooh. I do have to. And then here, you need something. Let's get, you know what? A light blue might be interesting there. Which one do I want to use? I know exactly, 628. Where are you? There you are. These are so helpful. And hello, manufacturers. Please number your pens and pencils, okay? If I drop my pens and they scatter everywhere, putting them back is so much easier if they're numbered. I mean, I I set these up in a color matching thing that I prefer. It's hard to tell on this one because I kept, these are all separate sets. Each one of these lines is a separate set, all right? And I liked it because it added extra of my favorite colors in here, and then I got their kind of fluorescent set too, and their skin colored one. I just went and got all the ones that I saw. Oh, wait. No. Yes, here. I'm going to do a crosshatch here. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. And, well, I'm just going to do 2 like that. Too bad. There's no law that says they have to be, you know, always going a certain way. That's kind of interesting. Question would be, where did it go? What did I do with it? What did I do with, here it is. That's sticky. These glitter pens, or let me just call them sparkly pen. I hope they're not going to stay. I may have to leave this open to dry for several days, because if they stay sticky like this, then I'm going to have to probably try to dry them out. And now I'd like to do something in here, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that swirl. It's a nice mark, but not for this one. Lines and dots are, you know, there's enough of them here. I don't want to do that either. Ooh. I have this, ooh, I like that. Sometimes I like to do these little guys that shoot out like antenna. But there's not really a great place for that. Maybe here. Let me try something. Let me do this. Let me create like a little hole right here. Okay, little ovals. All right, I'm going to make some little ovals right there. I used to have a little bit better control once upon a time. I'll wait for that to dry. If I do it there, I don't necessarily have to do it somewhere else. And you and you. Now, I'd like to put... I never got my yellow. I got the gold, but that's not really yellow. Do I need yellow? I don't know. Pardon me while I talk to myself. I read the other day that it's a good thing to talk to yourself, and that it indicates a high level of intelligence. Whoever wrote that talks to himself. Hey, I talk to myself. I'll live alone, you know. You tend to do that. I have a cat. I talk to myself because the cat is completely uninterested in what I have to say, unless there's a cookie attached to it. No, that won't work. I'm spending too much time on this thing. I'm hungry and I don't want to cook anything. I usually do that at the end of the day. And I eat crackers in between. These are those peanut butter cheese crackers. I've loved these things since I was a kid. They're probably 90% chemicals. Anything I like usually is. I didn't grow up on that food. My mother cooked dinner. She sent us to school with lunch. What was I doing here? There was something I was going to do with this. What was it? Ah. There. That looks a little better. That's weird. I started putting borders on these towards the end. I like the border a lot. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. He's, you know what? I know exactly. I do want on him. I don't know why I've got this here. I'm not using any paint. Get out of the way. That's interesting. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. My God. For a second, they're not the same pen. These are a little fatter. These are longer. But God, I mean, with the yellow and, you know, I mean, that kind of freaked me out there for a second. Everybody's copying everybody else. All right, let's reverse it. Do I want to put the purple in there? I do, and I kind of want to go. Let me think. I like that color. Is there another color I like better up here? Okay, that's... Nah. Oh, I love that color. He's not going to show, though. He is not going to show on there. Now, here's a really light blue. He'll look like what? He'll look white. I don't want to do that color. But then again, that color is this color. Maybe I do want to do that color. Yeah, I don't have him on it. So he's 301. And that's PU 301, which is this. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This one had the swirls. I forgot about that. And they're barely visible through. Damn. Please don't dry too dark. I like this light tone on there. Let me give this a couple of seconds before I go and put all of these on there. If I have to touch it up with something, I want to make sure that I don't have to go to triple work. My hands are so shaky today. Some days they are, some days they aren't. Today they are. Let that dry a little bit. I want yellow, and I want 803. Is that A-E-Y-E? That's not it. Where are you? Wait a minute, where are you? Oh, up, 122. 123, okay. I did something stupid. I should have put the numbers below. It's sort of like SOP, all right, underneath. I put them on top, and I naturally go and look for them below. So then I keep going, well, that's not here, that's not here. Well, that's not there, idiot, because you got the wrong number. I didn't want to do a whole one because there's not enough room here. But this little half circle here is a nice little touch, and I think I may do the same thing in that one. Not with a yellow, but another color. I have this nag. I've got a lot of blue on there. Okay, he's ready. Where are you? There you go. Pen, don't fail me now. Okay, this is kind of the idea I had. Like it's coming out. Oh, you're going to do that to me, aren't you? Like it's coming out of this little hole here. I don't know what I'm going to do at the end, so I love these. They give these an alien look, and I love it. Oh, I did a mess there. Damn it. That's what I get. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I have to remember with this pen on this paper, this is watercolor paper on here, all right? Which I don't have a problem with, except, damn it. The problem is that with a rolling ball pen, it makes it jump around, okay? Damn it, sorry. And then you get a wobbly line, or it gets too thick, or something like that, right? Damn. And if you lighten the pressure on the pen, in other words, draw with less, don't press down so hard, these glide over the bumps in the paper, the texture of the paper, much better. Yeah, I'm going to do my little thing. Usually a little circle in here, okay? I'm going to do him here. I don't want him any further out. Ooh, let's do a little square on this one. Okay. And then we'll do another little circle here. Okay, where are you? That is, I don't know if that's this green. Oh, very weird. Two of these pens, though, those Lang, they're capped tight. And where are they? By the way, I tried to, these should be through alcohol base, so I put alcohol in the cap. Check those. But one of the other ones, so I think these are acrylics, so I put water in the cap to try and soften that tip. I'm so sorry about the hiccups. That's not that color. This, I think. Let me see. What's going on? Wait a minute, are you the right color? Yeah, you are. In the right pens. Yeah, he's the right color. Terry, did you have to mess that up? Don't worry, it's going to dry later. I hope. If not, well, as a matter of fact, let's just, while we got it out, let's just go ahead and coat the whole thing. That way, if it does dry a different shade, I've already covered the situation. I get such pleasure coloring back and forth like that because I don't generally color that way. You know, it depends on how you want, you know, you kind of have to apply these right. You stick him down back there. Now, I'm sorry, they look like golf holes, and I should put flags on them. I usually just put them in and bring them out from somewhere. I don't know why I decided to make them go down a black hole. There we go. Okay, this dried all right. So let's go finish him off, if I can find him. There he is. This is the way I do it. I keep pulling things out. But see, I know where they go back, so I'm good. All right, now. Let's follow this as best we can. You can't see it. I can. But underneath here is the faint shadow of these swirls before. They were in here in a light blue with no background, just the light blue. And I wanted a solid background, so I covered it up. And it was kind of cool because it shined through. And then I'm going to do this one just like that. There we go. And this one I'm going to do just like that. I'm getting my mojo back. I've forgotten. Getting my touch back a little bit. I'll have to touch the black up, but this is still a little sticky. All right, now, we may have just about enough on here. Maybe even too much. I like these. I kind of do need to repeat them somewhere. The concept somehow. I want to put a big eye right here. Oh, God. I could. It's mine, you know. And I follow a couple of other artists, and they do these, oh, God, these little monsters and these great creatures. I love creatures. I have always loved creatures. When I see creatures, I can draw them, but I can't. They have such great imagination on how to make creatures look like creatures. I do masks. Maybe I could translate that, because I love little creatures, weird, imaginary little creatures, and these guys do such fun ones. I love following other artists and looking at their work. It's just We have so many amazing artists on TikTok here. And most everybody's pretty good and kind, too. I'm primarily on here to build that community. I did art shows for the last 30 years of my work life. I decided I was done with corporate America, and I never worked at a job. I always worked freelance. But still, you have to deal with the idiocy of corporate America when you know, freelance for it, to take commissions from them. And particularly, the advertising had gotten worse. And the literature, the book business was changing so rapidly. I mean, this was in the 70s, too. This was before the internet. Once the internet got here, whoa, publishing just, it's almost dead in the water. Not quite, but almost. Now, what color do I want to put on him? I have to look at and you know what? This is exactly where I've got him, where I want him. I want him facing this way, but what color? I don't want to do another blue, and I don't want to do another purple, and I'm really tempted. Okay, so what do I want to do? I'm going to do, where is he? 134? I'm going to do a pale lemon yellow. I've been telling you I wanted to put some, that's kind of yellow-orange. This is going to be a pale yellow. Shoot, my hand's shaking. I could use the template, but for a half guy, I'm usually okay. Everything's still sticky. I've got to put my hand down here for a second. Don't move it, Terry. Just move your fingers here. There. Once I got that down. Did you hear that? I don't know if you saw that because I pulled him down kind of low. Sorry about that. I mean, if you're going to do a live, you might as well make it so people can see what you're doing. There's no point in it otherwise, right? I almost went with kind of a, kind of a fluorescent lemon green, okay? You know, that fluorescent yellow can look almost green. And I almost went with it, but I didn't, and it's probably a good thing because I'm actually getting that color by mixing this over the blue. There. There. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. I picked up a little color on this, and I don't want it on there. You always want to wipe your pens off. All right, where'd I get you? 134, and you are HC. Right here. Oh. That's why. I have to touch up that white now. I don't want a black outline, and I could do another color. I could do a color, or I could do, well, here I could do white, not here, because this has got, what am I doing? That's lavender. Let's put him away before I do that again. Where are you? How's everybody doing? Over here, I'm gonna, I don't know why I'm doing this when I have these. These are protective gloves, and they're kind of silky, and they are to keep you from getting your body oils and sticking just like I did. That's what these are for. All right. Because I have to touch this white up, and I'm going to have to be very careful. I'm going to have to toot him around and do it just like this. Or it's not going to be nice and pretty. The trick many years ago, many years ago, was in art college. One of my instructors said, when you're doing something like that, look ahead. Don't watch your pen ahead. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. He explained it to me. In other words, it's sort of like martial arts. You look through what you're punching, or what you're, like if you're going to break a board, you have to look and aim through that board, not at or to the board, because you won't have the power to carry it through. Same thing sort of applies here. Well, and that picked that up a little bit whiter too at the same time. I wish I had that silver one. I don't. I think those are underneath, and I just don't want to go down there and dig for them, to be honest with you. I had the gray over here. Did I put him away? That's white. Oh my God, what did I do with him? Have no idea. No, I didn't put him away because I see the empty slot for him. Somehow, get out of here. Why are you here? I have things that just go missing. I mean, I just used that. Am I looking past it? This is black. These are sparkly. The gray isn't. This is black. There he is. That black lid. Why does that have a black lid? Oh, they all do. Oh. That's what's different about these than the first set. I knew there was something different in the packaging. The other set had caps that matched the paint. Like they've got this bar here. The cap also was like gray. But all these have, this whole set has a black lid. Wow. It only took a few years to see that. You are not going to do that to me. Okay. Yeah, that's tapping it back in. I just need it on the tip. Let's put this back in here. There we go. Okay. Right. Don't. I almost, but that would really make that look like an eye. Right now it looks like a green yolked egg. I don't know why that's bugging me, but it is. Maybe I got to take that white out of there. All right. I need a line around here and a line around there, and then that's enough for this one, except for that. Look what I put in there. You know what? I need some more orange on here. And it's not going to look like an eye or an egg. All right. Now it looks like an olive. A reverse olive. I don't care. It's better than looking like an egg or an eye. and it pops this orange over here, which is good. There was a little here, but it needed more. Now, what do you want to put around here? You've got the red. And did I use the red here? Wait, I did. That's not really red. It's kind of it's a very cool red. It's more of closer on the magenta edge. Oh, there we go. That's okay. Oh, you need it too. I'm weird. I'll go in and pick at things forever. When I go in to Photoshop, I will pick up, I'll pick up some little things that I see, like, I might straighten these out a little bit, but my God, I'd be there forever. Because I'm one of those people that has to have it perfect. And I'm trying to get away from that. Know what? You've got a lot of light colors in here. I don't want to put too much in here. You're the one I really wanted to work with, but I think I'm going to have to put it here. What was that sound? Oh, it's Bailey sleeping. He makes the oddest little snore noises. This is not one of my favorites. I'm not, right here, I don't like this row. I think it's because they don't look outlined. I could put, try something. Let me get this and see if now this is interesting. You guys are those little fine, no, you're not. Wait, are you? Huh. Yeah, this is the other set. This is the Zaire. Bailey, you okay, honey? Yeah, let's use this. Let me try something here. Where was I? Okay. I don't know if you can hear that. This little snore is sort of like a little whine. Oh, darn it. Okay, that's all right. Bring it inside. Do I like it? I don't know. Too late now, isn't it? I think I might like it better with a couple of layers on it. It's very transparent, which in some cases I might like, but in this case, I don't, because I don't want the other stuff showing through. Ah, that's still sticky. Now, do I like that better? Actually, I do. It gives it, that was bugging me, and this one needs it, and that one needs it. You even. Let me see how I'm going to handle that. I haven't got a lot, well, I do, I've got purples in here and there. But this might work because it might kind of connect those a little bit. Ah! So let's see what it does. I did want something dark. I'm going to have to bring him inside because if I put him over the black, he's not going to have any, he's not going to show up at all. So I'll put him inside the line. Snoring away. My little cute kitty. He has little pink nose. He's an orange tabby. He's got the little pink ears, the little pink nose, little green-gray eyes. And he's not very tabby. He's more cream-colored with a little bit of tabby stripes on his legs and very faint on his body. And when I adopted him, they had papers, and they go, okay, here's his name. And it was some, I don't like, you know, something stupid like George or Fred or, you know. And I didn't like it. So I said, well, I'm not going to call him that. And he was young. You know, he was a kitten. He was 8 months, but I wonder if I could get away with a silver there. But I had to hurry up and pick a name because I had to put it on the paperwork, right? I couldn't think of anything except for the fact that he looked like Bailey's Irish Cream. That was the color he was. He was Bailey's Irish Cream. He was cream colored. So I said, I'm going to call him Bailey. And I understand that 99% of golden retrievers are called Bailey. Well, he's sort of like a golden retriever. I live sort of out in the country, and yes, he retrieves rats and mice for me all the time. And once a bird. I don't let him out. The dumb bird got into my back deck, and I had it completely screened off. But he found a way in, and the cat got him. There is a silver here. I have a ton of silver and gold pens. Let's see if this glitter one will do it, though. Just, well, that's an interesting color. Is it silver? Here. Okay, no, not gonna work. It's too thin. I get it from over here. I can't remember now. I'll worry about you in a minute. I can't deal with you now. Where did that set of really good ones go? Did I tuck them in here, or that's the gold? Almost every set I have has one. These aren't the most silvery. These. That's why I kind of like these. And this one, these, they didn't have one, did they? No. They did not. Wait a minute, they do, but it's missing. Oh, they do have one. Why is it missing? I have the greens. I had 3 greens and that silver and the... I would like to know how these things end up missing. It is not here. I have pulled it out. So where did it go? No, this is for the other set. Oh, this is the other set. Never mind. That's the zit. No. The zitters are down here. And he came in after the greens. He was 2 greens and the silver. He was there. This one had a silver and he is not there. And that's the one I want because that is good and opaque. Or was that the gunmetal? That was the gunmetal, and that one's missing, and I love that. And it looks like it was black. Oh, shoot. Okay, whoever took it, you better give it back. That was one of my... That's the first time I liked a gray or a black, was that gunmetal. Not overly fun. This is good. Oh, he'll be okay. He'll be okay. You are going to be a pain in the butt, aren't you? You're not letting the pigment come out. Let me shake him for a while. Yeah, I like that better. It did bother me. They sort of looked unfinished. I need the bar, I mean the line here, and I'm done. That's it. I'm not going to put any more on here. I like that better, though, because they look, at least, he could probably use it, too. The black didn't work. I don't want to put black here. I could put white here, and that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to put the white here, and I think that'll pop this a little bit. But I'm not putting black there. I don't know what... Oh, I do know what to put there. I know exactly what to put there. Wait a minute. Something is wet down here. Okay. Oh, this is not going to be fun. I'm going to have to do this, and I need to lean to give strength to my hand. Do it slow. Follow ahead. There we go. All right. Yeah, that was good. That was a good choice there. And you. I know exactly what I'm doing. I need you. And I should start signing these on the front. I always did, and I stopped. For years, I never signed my work. I always signed it on the back. You don't put your name on book covers unless they ask you to do so. You do not sign your work unless you're asked to do so. Like if you're Frank Frazetta and they want to show off that they paid a fortune for your... Not a fortune, he was worth every penny. My coffee is not cold anymore. I no longer want it. I want that green. And that is that weird color right here. It's not really green. Okay. It is, and it isn't. I'm not too... Well, these are those 2 colors. I think it might have purple in it. But that won't kill me either. It's very strange. It looks blue. And then it looks green. Watch. It's not going to give me the green. That's okay. Yeah. Damn it. There was a big bump right there. I'm going to make this thicker. Yeah, now it looks like navy, which that doesn't bother me. That's okay. Kind of wanted it to be like a deep green, but that's all right. Now, one more pass on the silver and I'm done. I do say that these are Artistro. And I got a set of these about 4 years ago, and I loved them. They have this plastic point down there and it stays. All you do is clean it off, and you still have a sharp point. They're the same after 4 years. They don't get smushed or scrunched or, and so I bought another set because I was starting to, mine were running out. My favorite colors, I was running out. And the less expensive brands do not sell open stock, which is individual colors. You have to buy a set, which I don't have a problem with. So I bought a set. But they're the same pan. But I think, honestly, and everybody, ever since COVID and all this, everybody is cutting corners. Everybody. There's only a couple companies that I have seen not cut corners. And I'm not even sure I can give them the credit for that either. Okay? And you can't cut. There's certain things if you want it to be a high-end, these are not considered high-end. Sorry. Actually, there's no such thing as a high-end acrylic paint pen. Don't let anybody kid you. Acrylic paint, it's acrylic paint, and yes, there are different, well, okay. What distinguishes most acrylic paints is the amount of binder and the type of binders they use and how they're made, not what they make them with. So, those really, really cheap, those little, what are they, 4-ounce or 2-ounce bottles? They're about this high, about that big, brown, about an inch in diameter. And you see those at every Kmart and Walmart and their craft department, and they were like $1 a bottle. I don't know what they are now. $1 a bottle or 50 cents a bottle or something. Really cheap, Well, there's a reason why. Open it up, put a brush in it, and wipe it on something. There's no opacity to them. They're 50% binder, or medium, acrylic medium. Which means that if you want to cover up a color or you want it, you're going to have to coat after coat after coat. And the problem is with acrylics, I'm sorry, they start to look like what they are after you put so many damn coats on them, all right? At least the original standard acrylics. I am kind of interested in those cake frosting ones because I do like to work with texture. That was the last thing I was working on. I'm done here. You know what? No, I'm not. You know what I'm going to do? I did want something in here. I'm going to pick that silver up in here. I have to touch the black up. Yes. But that's it. And as far as that's got this and I got that, and that's it. I'll have to touch up the black and that's it. So I'm all done, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna close her out. Take a little break for a second. I don't even know what time it is. 1 o'clock. Yeah, I could use some lunch. And then I may come back and work on a couple of these little guys after I've rested my back a bit. I could put it on pause, but that just seems silly. Because I'm going to take a nice long break, like an hour at least, and try to get my back strength back up. I am going to do this right here. This little peek out is not working there. Yeah. So, y'all have a good one. And I'll see you later this afternoon or maybe tomorrow. I never know when I'm just going to pop in. But remember, Saturdays, 1 o'clock at PopArtDiva, we do our coloring book. We do my coloring book. We're working on my sweary coloring book right now, and we haven't started an actual page yet because I put little things you could color on every page. So we've done the title page and the copyright page and the This Book Belongs To plate page, where you can put, your name in there. So those are all done. And now we get to do a page, which will take a couple of weeks at least, if not more, at my pace. Okay, have a good one, guys. Saturday. Right in front of the buttons. I'll bring it down close while I'm doing this.